Today, let's take a look at how to do polynomial regression. So if you have tried to do a line of best fit and the linear function does not fit your data well, you might want to try a polynomial. So I'm going to click here. To get a polynomial regression equation, you want to type array formula, then lin est. Then you need to highlight your y data, which in this case is going to be my weight, comma, highlight your x data, which in this case is the length, and this is all data about fish. Then, after you've highlighted your x data, you want to type the caret for an exponent, curly brackets, and then whatever degree polynomial you want, you are going to type 1 through that number. So if I want a second degree polynomial or a quadratic equation, I'm going to type 1, comma 2 in the curly brackets. If I want a fifth degree polynomial, I'm going to type 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5 in the curly brackets. And then let's hit enter. So this formula will output coefficients, and the coefficients always go in decreasing order of the degree of the term. So since this is a quadratic, this is going to be the coefficient of your squared term. This is the coefficient of your linear term. This is the coefficient of, or not a coefficient, this is your constant term. So if I would like to use this quadratic to make a prediction, I can type equals this coefficient times x squared plus this coefficient times x plus my constant. So that is the format of this equation. So I would predict that a fish that is 430 centimeters long, which is a very large fish, would be over 50,000 grams in weight. Now, if you want extra information like the r squared value for this regression equation, you start off the same way with array formula, lin est, highlight your y data, comma, your x data to the 1, comma 2 power. But after this, you need to type comma true, comma true. This turns on some extra features to give you extra information. Now, there are a whole bunch of decimals here. Most of them you don't need. The first three, the ones that I've highlighted in green, are the coefficients. They are the same values that we had up here. The next row is the standard error of each of those coefficients, which you probably will not need. The one I've highlighted in red is the r squared value, which you might find interesting. The one next to r squared is the standard error for the y values. The next row has the f statistic and the degrees of freedom. And the last row has the sum of squared residuals, or the regression sum of squares and the residual sum of squares. The columns that are NA, it's supposed to be that way. Don't worry about it. But if you choose to do true, true to turn on extra information, the parts that you probably are interested in are the green values that are the coefficients, and then the red value that is r squared. So that's it for polynomial regression. Again, you can change the degree of your polynomial by adding comma 3, comma 4, all the way up until whatever degree polynomial you would like.